Electric Wednesday. We outside every Wednesday.
What's up, y'all? Ivan here from the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today we are on the Handlworks modified Zooz 750 and we are doing a full commute experience video. We're starting our ride here in Financial District and we're gonna make our way up to Midtown Manhattan, where we're gonna take the 59th Street Bridge into Queens. This video is going to be a ton of fun because you'll get to see me navigate city traffic while you get to enjoy the sights of New York City at night. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, it's good to have you back. Just like every full commute experience video, I want to go over a few things just so we are all on the same page. In my pocket, I have the Relive app running. That means at the end of this video, I'm going to play a recap that's going to show you the route that we took, as well as some of the fun stats generated from this ride. Down below, you're going to see chapters. I get that a video like this is a longer time commitment, so I hope the chapters will make it easier for you to visit your favorite parts. Since this is a full commute experience video, I want to give you as immersive of a ride as possible, so we will not be editing out any of the traffic stops, any of the mistakes, or any of the weird moments. And there's also no scripts or talking points planned for this one. So we're just gonna kind of go over a mix of commentary, storytelling, and a couple of updates here and there. Here and there. And finally, as a quick reminder, I am affiliated with the following companies. So if you want to support the channel, there are affiliate links and affiliate codes down in this video's description. Using those links and codes will allow you to purchase something at a discounted price while also generating a small commission for the channel that helps with operating costs. So with that said, thank you very much for coming along. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for all your continued support. And speaking of support, actually, I do want to do a quick thank you and shout out to a subscriber of the channel. Ooh, Nami. Ernesto. Thanks to Ernesto's generous gift and sponsorship, we are now using the Insta360 X5 over here. You know, it is a really generous gift, and it's really appreciated because, you know, sometimes you forget that people appreciate what you do, and you know, you don't need to show it in that kind of way, but this is really awesome. And you know, I just want to say thank you to Ernesto for that generous gift of his. We're definitely going to put it to good use, and actually today is the first video that we're going to try it out. We're trying the night settings today, as well as the audio settings that I have set up here. So hopefully it's going to sound good, and hopefully it's going to sound awesome. But you know, one of the things about the Insta360 X5 is supposedly the camera's ability to capture in low light situations is significantly better, and then also the built-in microphone is significantly better. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the quality of the video. It looks like I accidentally killed off my other light here already. And then let me know how you think the audio sounds, because if this sounds great, I may not even pick up the media mod for the actual camera itself, because the external camera of this, the external microphone of this camera is supposed to be just significantly better, and it allows for capturing of more of the ambient noises that are happening around me. So it makes for a more immersive ride. So maybe we'll use this for the full Commute experience videos, where I want you to hear what's going on and what's happening around me, and then we'll switch to the microphones for the normal vlogs. But you know, it's awesome because I do want to, again, like, continuously improve, and the Insta360 X5 allows us to do that. One of the notes here, though, that you're gonna see is going to be a change in the way we ride. So now that we're kind of finished talking about all the thank yous and stuff like that, and the camera, just want to go over real quick that because of the way certain laws are now going to be interpreted and enforced here in New York City, the way we navigate and the way we go about navigating the city is going to be very different from the way it was before. And that's going to be the biggest difference is going to be the crossing of red lights, because going forward, NYPD has made a directive and a point to completely criminalize the going through of red lights. For those of you that have watched the channel for a long time, you know I talk about it quite often, where fire trucks. I talk about it quite often, where there's a certain flow of give and take that happens within the city. And as a 3-decade-long veteran of riding in this city, for the longest, cyclists, rollerbladers, scooterists, PEV riders, everybody just kind of treat the red lights as yield signs, and if it's open, you go. If it's not, you don't go. So going forward, the biggest change that's happening here is the before, the NYPD would only really bother you at the end of the month if something is, like, if they're trying to hit their quota, you know. For the most part, a lot of the NYPD cops are New Yorkers, and they go about their business the same way. They take when they can, they stay when they should. So there's, like, again, an ebb and flow that they're aware of, and that's how it's always been treated. But now the biggest change again is if you run the red light, you will get a criminal summons instead of a traffic violation. What that means is, instead of just getting a ticket for running a red light, you will have to show up to court, which is insane, because that's a lot of time and effort put around bikes. And my thing is, I feel like our court systems, so quick backstory here. I did my jury duty about a year and a half ago, and one of the things that the judges said that is that our courtrooms are so overbooked that they're so behind on actual criminal cases. So if we're gonna fill the courtrooms with just like cyclists and e-bikers and rollerbladers, or anyone that's actually supposedly running these red lights and getting criminal summons for it, what's going to happen with the court system? I mean, there's already a lot of pushback coming from the alternative transport people, because a lot of folks are saying it's an overreach because it's unfairly targeting people that are riding on bikes, and it's dangerous because it's going to affect normal New Yorkers, people that are on certain immigration statuses, and to have a criminal record come up because of that is crazy. And the biggest argument is if the cars only get a traffic violation for running this, why is it a criminal offense to do so on the e-bike? Again, I'm not arguing that it shouldn't happen, and I'm not arguing that it should happen. I'm just saying that there is probably a smarter way to implement this that doesn't seem so skewed towards kind of like a political stunt. Because for some reason, it just really feels that anytime something is done or passed here in New York City, it's more for like to satisfy like the really loud minority within the New York City residency. While other cities are kind of like, and other states are moving forward with rebates on e-bikes and ownership of e-bikes, here we are kind of like criminalizing it. But again, like I said, I as a person who just kind of went with the flow of things, to have to stop at the light is not really a big deal. But you know, yeah, what's really, I'm just thinking more like, what are the effects going forward for New York City overall? Because again, the court systems are packed. What are we going to do with more stuff like that? And the hardest thing about this, I think, for me, is when certain situations that are normal come up and the interpretation is left up to NYPD officers that don't really know what they're doing. It's kind of like, it sucks. So for example, I was reading a summons that was written for a cyclist. The law is, in New York City, the cyclists go with the pedestrian lights. So if it says walk, the cyclist is allowed to cross the road and ignore the reds. But apparently someone was given a summons for doing exactly that, and even when the cyclist showed it to the NYPD officer, the NYPD officer was just kind of like, that's not what we were told to do, you ran a red, you're done, no interpretation here. Which is, again, really crazy, because you know that is something that is ingrained in how we navigate the city. But yeah, one of the guys actually at Electric Wednesday that we were just at just got a ticket for running a red. And again, if you're not doing it, it's not that big of a deal. but there's kind of like a rhyme and a reason on how the city runs, and this is like one of those things where people are used to doing things a certain way, and now that they're asking us to change, it's gonna be crazy. But again, I get it, because like delivery folks have been like super reckless with how they navigate the city, like random stopping, people going the wrong way, city bikers kind of doing all kinds of craziness. So I get it. That's why I'm all for, again, like it's the same thing with like the PEV batteries. I'm all for some type of regulation, but this seems a little excessive. Just checking to see if my camera's still running. See, that would have been a criminal summons right there. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. New York City is like so confusing, because it's so crazy how it can quickly change on a dime how they treat the community and how they treat what's going on around here. I mean, there's plenty of other things, if you ask me, that needs heavier enforcement than that. I don't know what the percentage of makeup is for actual criminal activities involving red lights like this and accidents and stuff like that. Any type of research can be skewed a certain way. We all know that. Statistics can always be skewed a specific way, especially for those that are just trying to prove a point. Being on a debate team has taught me that. So as long as the argument's there, you know, it can be made. Then again, like, where's the regulation for these crazy cabs? Where's the regulation for the drivers? If we're gonna go after us, I just want it to be fair, right? And before anyone's like, oh, you're saying that because you're an e-biker. I was like, no, I'm a driver as well. But like there, like there's far more accidents related to vehicles than there are bikes. Is the city gonna do something about that? But again, apologies. I know I'm rambling. It's just because things like this get me a little heated, you know? But yeah, you know what? Let's just leave it at that. We've done our thing, and I've said my piece, right? We're still gonna stop. We're gonna change the way we ride. Whatever happens to anyone else, that's their thing now, right? So far, what do you guys think about the way the footage looks? Right now I'm using pure video, and I am using just the straight settings out the box, basically, of pure video. There's actually no additional changes needed, so I hope this looks good. I accidentally went this way when I was actually trying to go down that way. I didn't really want to take this tunnel or 5th or Park Avenue, but it's fine. Pothole. Ah! Giant pothole. Ah! Ah! Oh my god, dude, those potholes are crazy. Once we get past this bit here, we'll go back into chill mode because I just kind of want to like chill home. We'll switch back to pedal assist and we'll re-enjoy being back on the Zooz here. My question is, should I stay on Park Avenue or should I make a right here? This is really busy for 9 p.m. and I'm kind of like a little disgusted by the amount of like traffic that's on the street. I might make a turn here coming up and just take the side streets and just switch back to like mode 2 or mode 1. I was just telling Carlos from Arcade Moto that I really enjoyed the pedal assist on this bike, and I really enjoyed the pedal assist on this bike and how good it feels. So you know what? Yeah, let's just pedal. Man, you know, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but the NYC Zooz Club and Handlworks freaking nailed the living hell out of this tuning here with the back 855 on the 750. It is so smooth with that pedal assist, like it feels so good. You know what? There you go, mode 2. We're switching back. Got 21 seconds and yeah, we'll take the we're taking the bike lane today, so we'll be okay. Like, look at this. I guess for the rest of the video, my goal is to not use the throttle. It's just going to be pedal only. So keep an eye over here. We'll just again use just the pedaling. Yeah, that feels real. Whoops. This seems really sketchy. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Don't want to be here. And we'll switch over here. Cool. I mean, I would stay in the bike lanes, but I mean, there's your New York City bike lane right there. There's your New York City bike lane right there. So we're just gonna have to kind of get a little bit of a head start here since we're just pedaling, just so that we don't get the cars honking at us. Oh, good news, by the way. The scooter is going to be fixed starting, I believe, Ed is scheduled to fix it tomorrow, so we should be back on the scooter if all goes well. Here's the thing I was telling you. Red light, but we use the walk sign. We should be able to use the scooter sometime this week. This is the first day that we've had in almost 7 days where it hasn't rained, and that's why I guess the city is like so busy and so packed up. Ended up using the throttle. Sorry. But yeah, like I was saying, it's been raining so much, and the Zooz has become like my wet weather bike, while the scooter is down. And my knee is feeling a lot better, so I hope that it holds up for a actual scooter ride. It's been a real pain in my behind to ooh, I hope this hasn't been capturing my jacket the whole time. It's been a real pain in my behind to clean the Zooz, but it is what it is. I didn't even think about that. I really do hope that my jacket wasn't in the shot the whole time. Let me clean this up at least here before we continue recording, because this is literally like right here. I mean, people are still kind of do their thing, but again, it's not that big a deal. Before there was a rhyme and a reason to it. Now I don't trust that. I don't trust the rhyme or reason. But if we're going to criminalize that, can we criminalize jaywalking? Can we criminalize like double parking? Can we criminalize all that stuff like that? Can we criminalize that? Like, I don't know. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Yeah, I'm having a good time with this pedal assist. Good time with the pedal assist. Oh. Forgot what it's like to be on the hardtail. And the oh, what's going on here? Yeah, this is that's a favorite for pops right there. Man, I'm so tired. I could really go for some sleep right now, but unfortunately I gotta get home again because I have another work call again. So let's get home, let's get this video processed, and then let's get on the road. Yep, use the little throttle there, that's fine. Let me signal so that I don't get swiped. I saw like 4 accidents on the way down to Electric Wednesday today, and it all involved people turning and then city bikers zooming on the opposite side, and rather not get clipped. No, it's not bad for one shred light, right? One shred light and then the stock light. having a good time. We'll be home soon, so now that we're kind of like on the last stretch here on this bridge, I want to thank everybody for joining me for this ride. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, as it really helps out the channel. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this bike or this build, or if you just want to say hi. You already know I respond to all of my comments. Even if it does take me a bit of time, sometimes I still get back to each and every one of you. And if you really want to support the channel, I'd love to have you as part of the Ivan Rides family. So over here in the bottom right, you're going to see my logo. Click on that and it'll automatically subscribe you to the channel. Just turn on the bell notification so that you're notified anytime I release a video. But with that said, again, thank you for coming along. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll probably just finish out, get to Queens, and we'll call this one done. I feel like all I did in this video was just rant to you guys about these new traffic laws, but as a lifelong New Yorker, it's just, you know, you can tell when the city does something for kind of like the good of the city, and then you can tell when it's kind of like a political stunt. But what are you gonna do? It's like one political stunt after another, but it is what it is. Woo! Mode 2. I'm not used to running a 48 volt battery anymore. I think we're going to be at 10 miles by the time we're done here. So it took us 5 miles to get to work, another 5 or 6 miles to get down to where Electric Wednesday was, and then another 10 or 11 miles home. So 20 miles of riding today. It was really nice. What is going on here? Okay, let's go to mode 1. Then we chill the rest of the way home. 18 miles an hour, top speed, and we chill. I wonder if it's better if I turn my camera this way where the microphone is facing me instead, so that it can pick up my voice better. Currently the microphone is in the front, so I guess maybe in the next ride I'll change it to where the microphone is on the pop that on the back facing me. Can we also criminalize standing in a no standing zone? Like, or also parking in the bus lane / bike lane? I don't know, man. Like, again, like I hate to keep bringing it back up, but this is like, as a driver and as a rider, it's just, it makes no sense, because there's like things out there like ghost cars and dangerous box truck coons that are like constantly responsible for death in the city, but we're prioritizing bikes. There's a problem with Roosevelt Avenue, there's fare evasion, there's toll evasion, there's so many things, man. Like I guess it sounds cool, but okay, I promise that's it. I stop. We're just gonna enjoy the rest of the way home, and I can't see it, so I'm gonna have to edit that if my password ends up showing on the camera, but it is what it is. Paddle, paddle, paddle. I think my cutoff is 39 volts, so I still have another 7 volts left. You know what? I'm gonna pick this up a little bit. I was gonna try and chill all the way home, but I just want to get home. Oh. Thank God I learned how to ride this thing. We're almost at 600 miles on this controller, y'all. 600 miles. And then I did 650 on the prototype, so that's 1,250 miles of Handlworks on the Zooz 750. Should have worn my glasses. Things are just like constantly like flying in my eye. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on our mirror over here, because all the time on the left side the cars like to randomly turn right without signaling. So as long as you kind of space yourself in between like this car and the car over there, it's up to us to be like defensive riders. But see, we're stopping. We are stopping. Oh. I think one of my favorite pizzerias growing up as a kid is still in there. It's not exactly New York City pizza, but it's like nostalgic pizza, and it's inside there when that used to be King Cullen. For my old school New Yorkers, I don't know if you remember King Cullen, but that place was crazy. But yeah, it was there. And we're gonna make this turn here. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I didn't give you any like play-by-play today. I felt like I just ranted for a solid hour there, and I know I'm probably gonna get heat for it, but I'm sorry. That's all that's been like in our group chats, and that's all that's been talked about in New York at the moment is what's happening around cyclists and e-bikes and e-scooters and stuff like that. So yep, thought I'd update y'all a little bit while you got to enjoy this. Again, let me know what you think of how this video came out. We will eventually have the microphone. It's just we have to wait until we just had to wait until they're available for sale. for some reason they didn't have them available for purchase when the camera is launched, but it's okay. Oh, but as we approach the end of this ride, I just want to say thank you for coming along again. I'm sorry if the that was a bit much for you, but I had to get that off my chest, you know. Got it like there. It was like right there. But thank you for coming along. I appreciate each and every one of you that spend, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or the whole video. Thank you for spending part of your day with us here, and thank you for jumping in the comments section. Thank you for chatting, and thank you for saying hi at the Electric Wednesdays. It's really nice to meet like each and every one of you. And like I said, I am an introvert, so if I come off a little awkward and a little weird, it's just, you know, that's my introverted self. And if I just look like I'm zoned out, I don't hate you. I'm literally, I probably ran out of like social battery. Spoke about this before. I have a certain amount of energy allocated for extroversion in the day. And as a person that works in like as a sales professional, I go through 99% of my social battery when I'm at work. So when you run into me, I may already be on like 0, so sorry, but you know, I do appreciate it, and thank you again for saying hi. Thank you, Ernesto, for your generous gift and sponsorship for the channel, and thank you for each and every one of you that believe in the channel. Like I really appreciate all of you, because without the community there really is no I've Been Rides channel. And yeah, one last thing here is at the end of this video, like I'm always gonna put this at the end, because generally only my hardcore folks make it to the end over here. If you want to get access to the group chat, the 718 group chat, where me, Johnny Prime, Electric Wednesday, Arcane Moto, and all these people are in, shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll get you an invite, because we'd love to have you as part of it there. That's where we put information on group rides, on hangouts, and things like that. So reach out, we'll get you in there. And I'm trying not to burp. I'm trying to be a mild-mannered or a well-mannered American here. So thank you for your support. And here we are. Thank you again, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.